Ey, ¿sabes qué va? Si tiene el parental, te lo dije que me hacía millón entre los 30. Mi Spotify factura.
What's up, MP?
I'm feeling a big game tonight, kid.
Game time, MP. Let's get it.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Tip-off goes to Orlando. Well, we know this time of year, Brent, voters are considering their options for the yearly awards. And as I know, and you know, that is a challenge.
I've had a chance to vote, Kevin, and it is really impossible to try to decipher what it is that you want to put the most value in. With so much incredible talent around the league and with these kind of performances, it's tough, and voters have their work cut out for them.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. In the backcourt, it's Curry and Thompson. Slim is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. Wagner finds Wagner. And here is Isaac. Curry brings the double. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Heat. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Ngombo. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Oh, very clever from Curry. They're attracting the defense and then just giving it away.
You know, we talk so much, Brent, about Steph Curry shooting. What about his leadership skills and what that means to the team?
There's no doubt the team feeds off of Steph's positive joy and energy and his commitment to the game. He wills them to victory night in and night out.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Kuminga the pass to Curry. Here is Slim. The three. Hits it from three-point range. Slim's got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now, here's Suggs. He's covered by Thompson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Suggs is fearless. I mean, anytime you try and get physical with this young man, he seems to embrace the contact, and there, an opportunity for the end one.
Well, they're still young, but the Magic, Greg, are becoming one of those league pass teams. Like people want to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some players, leaving aside any rooting interest on my part, they've got some young fellas that are definitely intriguing to watch.
The Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Wagner passes to Fultz, stolen by Thompson. Fast break, here we go. Pass to Ngombo. From the arc. The offensive rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
The pass to Suggs. Isaac outside. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Kicks it to Thompson. He dishes it to Kuminga. And Ngombo. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Fultz against Curry. Wagner outside. Got a piece of it.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Pass to Thompson. Kuminga with it. Moody the pass to Ngombo. Comes up empty down low.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And finished off by Wagner.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Here's Ngombo. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Slim's got 9 points.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Wagner outside. Wagner with a screen for Wagner. Misses the 3. The Warriors lead it. Passes it to Thompson. And here is Kuminga. It's stolen by Fultz. Pushing it up. And finished off by Fultz.
And Fultz loves pushing the pace. He's downright terrifying in the open floor. Loves jumping all over the defense.
Moody's shot is off. He gets it up. Unable to get that one. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Okiki, and it's Suggs in for Gary Harris. Here's Ngombo. And again, it's the Warriors missing. We'll see both the Wagners out there. Franz at 3 and Mo on the block. The guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. And it's Isaac in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now, here's Wagner. 5 points in the game.
And what can you say about Suggs? A natural-born leader, very unselfish and great vision.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, Slim in the last outing against Miami got the job done. He had 44 points, and that was his season high. He really lit it up. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some. Some have argued for changing the charge rules. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. It seems less extreme.
The Magic making a switch here. Fultz is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Thompson's checked in. Orlando with the ball. They trail by 6. Anthony left side. 5 to shoot. Over Thompson. Here's Isaac.
And overall, very cold from the outside throughout this first half.
Warriors leading by 6. Pass to Ngombo. 1:53 left in the second quarter. Sinks the three-pointer.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Isaac with a screen for Suggs. They need this. It's rebounded by Golden State. Slim's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Slim's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. You take a look at the Thunder. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
Here's Fultz after the made shot from Ngombo. And the pass to Suggs. Trying his what from deep. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
To the middle. Poked away and taken away by Paul. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And Ngombo's shot is good. 20 points for Slim.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Magic trail by 15. Here's Fultz. 23 points for him the last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And it's Wagner missing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Here's Ngombo. Another three for Golden State.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Wagner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Orlando, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Right back after this break.
Zero intensity on D. They're letting shooters get whatever they want. That's why this team is getting whipped.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
All right, fellas. Thanks for spending half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. In the backcourt, it's Curry and Thompson. Kuminga out there with Moody, and it's Ngombo in at the center. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Pass to Fultz, and Wagner has it in the corner. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And it's Wagner missing. Warriors leading by 18. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Isaac. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They host the Clippers after this game. Fultz against Curry. Wagner wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Stephen Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 8 points.
And Steph Curry is a brilliant offensive basketball player. The D backs up, and he just shoots that one off the dribble.
Wagner with a screen for Fultz. Isaac outside. Now Fultz. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, there's a lot of pressure that comes with being the #1 overall pick in the draft, but Paolo Banchero said, I'm just letting the game come to me. Not trying to press or reach a certain statistical milestone, just making the right plays, taking the right shots, competing, and bringing it every day on defense. Kevin, he thinks that approach is paying off.
Oh, David, it sure is. Thank you for the report.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Suggs has got his second bucket of the night. Warriors leading by 20. Here's Ngombo. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Fultz with the ball. Kuminga picks him up. Fultz kicks to Wagner. Passes it to Suggs. Here's Wagner. He's guarded by Ngombo. And it's Wagner missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Kuminga. Hit by Kuminga. Beyond the arc. Slim, no good.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing this second half in the mud.
No one near Isaac as he lets it go. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
Anthony's checked in for Franz Wagner. Paul's checked in for the Warriors. And Gombo, it's hauled in by the Magic. There's 1:34 left to play in the third. Wagner with a screen for Suggs. Over in the corner, Fultz. Isaac a screen on Paul. Here's Fultz. And it's good. The time running down to the shot clock.
You know, Fultz is the guy you want taking these shots. He does a great job staying aware of the shot clock in that situation.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Wagner a screen on Thompson. Outside Anthony takes a three. Slim pulls it in.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
35 seconds left to play in the third. The Warriors have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the first one drops. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Okeke comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Franz Wagner's checked in for Jalen Suggs. And it's Gary Harris in for Markelle Fultz. Now, here's Wagner. He's tightly guarded. Okeke passes to Wagner. To the paint. And then Carter with the dunk.
Out of pick and roll, Carter does a great job of positioning himself for catch and finish opportunities.
There's the pass to Saric to the inside. And Gombo. The second chance effort. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve.
Get there. The ball's moving. Let's move.
Checked in for the Magic. And the Warriors also making a change. Slimmy's checked in for Kevon Looney. Golden State moving the ball around. Launches it. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his fourth rebound in this one. Filling the perimeter slots, it's Harrison Wagner. Wagner is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Anthony in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Pajemski. Here is Slim. Saric, a screen on Carter. Down low. Saric, that's good. Saric has got his first 2 points of the night.
Saric, one of those guys with size and a combination of a deft touch. And in close, he's effective.
Carter with a screen on Paul. Back to Carter. Picked away. Here's Pajemski. He's defended by Wagner.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
For the Magic, Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Jalen Suggs comes in for Harris. And it's Fultz in for Anthony. Fultz dishes to Suggs. Inside, it's stolen. Knocks it loose. Suggs with the steal. Isaac outside. He kicks it to Suggs. Kept alive. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And Gombo passes to Thompson. And Gombo's shot is good. Slim's got 4 points in the quarter.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Hit by Kuminga. Three-pointer. Pass to Ngambo. And he makes good on the layup. Slim's got 12 points in just the second half.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Warriors leading by 19 points. Thompson passes to Ngambo. Out to Thompson. Now, here's Moody. He's defended by Wagner. Offensive rebound. Thompson outside. The three-pointer, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Slim.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Slim, no good. Wagner outside. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just